Put your big melon head in front of the ring light glare. It's been a while since I burped. Gross. Hi Mom, and welcome back to this video. So today, we haven't done a tag video in a little while. I really enjoy doing tag videos because sometimes I like to just come on here with my makeup done and not have to like do my makeup in front of the camera because I like picking out different looks. So today we're going to be doing the 21 questions makeup tag. I just saw this the other day. It's a new tag by Allie Glines. I talk about her quite a bit on this channel. She's so sweet. She's such a cool, popular YouTuber. She just has this very like meek, gentle spirit. Very opposite of me, but in a very good way. Because I'm like, hey, hi.
Hi. Oh no,
Anyway. So this is her tag, so all credit goes to her. And we're gonna be listing off 21 questions, but they're gonna be about makeup. So we're just gonna answer them. We're gonna have some fun. And I always forget to do this at the beginning of my videos, but before we get into it, if you could hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and or leave me a comment. It's free and it would be fun for all of us if we all join together here on my little YouTube family, my little tiny small town YouTube family. We're a mom and pop shop YouTube channel around here. We're lethal tiny. So 21 questions. Question number 1, I have them written down in a notebook over here. I'm talking really fast. Are you talking really fast? The oldest makeup product that you have in your collection. I didn't bring any of the products in here except for one. I brought one product in here. The Kat Von D, formerly known as Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. When I was first getting into makeup around like 2014, 2015, the most exciting piece of makeup to me was lipstick. Like I used to just wear like very little other makeup and then just like a bold lip. So I bought a bunch of the pink and purple shades from Kat Von D, now known as KVD Vegan Beauty. And they are good quality and I still have them and I still use them. They don't smell off or anything. Maybe I shouldn't use them, but actually most of them are in my car because I've used several of them recently. Yeah, I have like hot pink, I have like a raspberry pink, I have a couple different shades of purple, and I still really like those and they're still in my collection, but they were like the first makeup product that I was like really excited about when I first got into makeup, so yeah. Most recent makeup purchase. So this isn't makeup, but I haven't purchased makeup in like a few weeks. I always kind of purchase a little bit for my channel, but I got an Ulta gift card for my birthday from my parents, so thanks to you. And I bought hair dye. If you can't tell, we've had 3 hair colors on this channel, and this channel hasn't even been around that long. We've had green, teal, and purple on this channel so far. But I'm trying to fade out my teal right now, and then we're gonna go pink. So we got the Lime Crime. This is my favorite semi-permanent hair dye, is the Lime Crime. Lime Crime Unicorn Hair Chocolate Cherry, which is that. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? I also sing, and I remind you guys of that every chance that I can get. But I'm gonna start with the chocolate cherry, like on the roots, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my hair in this bubblegum rose. You can see my ring light. In this bubblegum rose color. That's what they look like together, but I bought these. They're not makeup, but I'm very excited about them. So they're in that family, the family of cosmetic things. Okay, the first makeup product you ever used. Girl, me and everybody else. Maybelline Great Lash. Kayla, pop up the picture. Maybelline Great Lash, the pink and green tube. Everybody's mom, everybody's grandma used the Maybelline Great Lash, and I don't know why it's not good. It's watery and does nothing for your eyelashes. I remember when I first started wearing makeup, all I would wear is mascara. I wouldn't do anything else. I would just be like, oh, I've got to do my makeup. I've got to get ready for the 7th grade. And then I would be like, Maybelline Great Lash in my mirror. I remember my older sister looking at me like, is this even necessary? So yeah, that was the first makeup product as far as I know that I ever used. A makeup trend that you used to love but now hate. So there's a couple of questions in this vein. I don't really have super strong opinions about trends. There's very few trends that I feel like, oh, I hated that. And there's very few trends that I feel like, oh, I love that. Like I kind of just tend to do my own thing. I don't really follow or not follow trends. I kind of just do what I want to do. But I thought of the closest answer that I could think of. Okay, I wouldn't say I hate it, but when I first did my makeup, like I said, it was 2020, bibbidi bobbidi boo. I need to put this down. It was like 2014, 2015 when I started getting into makeup, like as like an art form and not just as something I thought I had to do as a girl or as a woman. When I first started learning about it, that's when like the snatched, contoured everything, snatched eyebrows were in. So I would say when I first started doing makeup, I bought the also Kat Von D, because I was very into her brand, Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, and I thought I had to contour, and now I don't contour at all. I use bronzer, as you can see, but I don't really contour. I don't really feel the need to shape my face a different way. I don't feel the need to, I even tried to contour my nose a couple times, and I don't even know why, because first of all, there's nothing wrong with anybody's nose, so jot that down. I have a pretty stereotypical nose. My nose is nondescript, so I don't even know why I was contouring it. So yeah, that's something that I don't really do anymore, is contour. A makeup trend that you used to hate but now love. Again, I don't feel that strongly. I had a prejudice against fake freckles because I was like, they're not real, you're just trying to seek attention. Ugh. Like one of those things where you're like, you hate something just because it's cool, because you think that you're better than that, but you're not. I've gotten over that now. It's the Taylor Swift effect. Taylor Swift fucking rocks, but we're like, oh, I would never listen to Taylor Swift because I'm just so cool and I listen to like the Arctic Monkeys. But then you get over yourself and you realize this is really fucking cool. Taylor Swift is really cool. Don't at me. That was a tangent. But also I feel the same way about fake freckles. If you want to put on fake freckles, put on fake freckles. And I've done it a couple of times. Not really on this channel much, but I've done it a couple of times. And it makes me feel really cute. I do have some real freckles. They're not very distinct. I do get some if I'm out in the sun, like around here and here, but you really can't see them through like my makeup because they're pretty light. Yeah, fake freckles. I think they're cute, and I think if you want to do them, do them. Okay, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? Eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is one of the most creative parts of doing your makeup, I think. Like eyeshadow and lips, because like you can get fun with your like cheek colors and your highlight colors, but like the stuff like foundation and eyebrows and stuff like that is kind of just like workhorse steps to make the look come together. But I think the real creativity comes in when you do your eyeshadow and you do your lips. That's why I could never be one of those people that just wears neutrals. Like if you are that person, mama, do your thing. This is no judgment. We are in no judgment zone. Do the makeup that you want to do. But I would just get bored. That's why I change my hair every 15 seconds. I get bored. So yeah, I love to do my eyeshadow. I think it's fun. I change it up every day. I change a palette every day. I change the color every day. I just like to do different things. A makeup product you can't live without. I was really thinking about this, and I don't know if it meant like a specific product or just like an overarching step. But for me, I just kind of did like the overarching part and just said eye primer in general. It doesn't have to be a specific eye primer, but I have, as you can see, when I relax, I have hooded eyes. I have quite a few wrinkles in my eyes. This part of my skin comes down. Thank you, Mom, for those genetics. My eyeshadow would look like shit if I didn't use eye primer. And I have gone through a phase where I didn't use eye primer and it always looked like shit. I believe in eye primer. I'm Haley Dixon and I support this message. Eye primer. What sparked your love for makeup? Okay, I want to talk about this. Get ready. I keep saying in this video that I got into makeup around 2014 and 2015, but that wasn't the first time I wore makeup. I always wore makeup from the time that I was in middle school, all through high school, but I only did it because I thought I had to. I thought that girls were supposed to wear makeup and that you were supposed to be pretty and feminine and that you had to do all of those to be valid as a woman, to be perceived as pretty, which society teaches us is the most important thing that you can be as a woman, right? So I was like, oh, I have to do this, otherwise I'll be ugly. But then when I started to see makeup come up in a big way on Instagram and other social media platforms, on YouTube, I realized that there were people out there that were doing makeup just because they loved it and because it was fun. And it was kind of like reclaiming something that we're told we have to do, but now we're doing it because we want to. And I realized how important that was for my self-confidence. So now I only wear makeup if I want to. If I don't feel like it in the morning, no matter where I'm going, if I don't want to put on makeup that day, I don't. Because there's nothing wrong with how my face looks without makeup. And this is your reminder. There's nothing wrong with how your face looks without makeup. I'm being very preachy in this video, but you and me, we're talking, we're relating, we're here. So that's really what got me into it, was realizing like this is an art form. It's fun, it's creative. And I'm a very creative person. So when I realized that you could be creative with makeup, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, let's freaking do it. That's my answer and I'm sticking to it. Worst makeup look you've ever done. I would also like to talk about this. I can't think of a specific, I'll try to find pictures from around this area and put them up. Okay, mama? I will put myself on blast like that for you. It's not like one day where I did a really bad look. It's more of an era in my life. So when I started getting into makeup, but all I had was like this ancient bag of makeup from the drugstore that like I barely ever touched and was probably expired. I was doing like this look every day where I would do foundation, but I wouldn't set it so it would slide all over my face. I would do hot pink blush that was like realistically too dark for me, and then I would put it all the way back, and I would like contour with blush. And I like to do like a blush draping now, but this was in a much worse way. I would do kohl eyeliner like all the way around the eye, and then a flaking mascara. Like I wasn't using good products. I wasn't making anything last or making it wear well. I was just out here in these streets, and I learned how to do my makeup better because we're always learning. And then I looked back on that and I was like, I really did be walking around here like that though. And maybe there will be a time 10 years from now where I'm like, girl, you were on the internet wearing green lipstick. I don't think I'm gonna regret that. I don't regret it now. No regrets. Okay. Favorite makeup look that you've ever done? So the opposite, the favorite that you've ever done. I'm also gonna answer this kind of broadly. The look that I feel the most beautiful in is like colorful eye makeup. I like a big lash. I didn't feel like putting lashes on today, but I do like a big eyelash and like a defined lip. So kind of like this, but with an eyelash. I like a cohesive color story on the eye, a fun colored lip, like kind of, I prefer a liquid lip to a gloss. I don't hate gloss, but I prefer a liquid lip. That's the look that I feel most beautiful in. I do a lot of varieties of that, of colorful eyes with colorful lips generally, and that's overall, I'll pop up some pictures like I said, but overall that's my fave look. Favorite drugstore makeup products? Most of the stuff I use honestly is drugstore, but recently I really like the e.l.f. bite-sized palettes. I've talked about them on this channel. Everybody kind of talks about them, but I have a bunch of them. I think I have almost all of them, and they're really, really good. I love the hot jalapeno because green, I really love green. Obviously. Yeah, I'm just really into those. They're a good quality. They're $3. Great. Question number 12. I don't think I've been keeping up with the numbers. Favorite splurge product. So I don't really splurge that much on makeup. I have said several times on this channel that I am balling on a budget. But if I am gonna splurge, it's probably gonna be on a palette. Like I said, eyeshadow is my favorite part of doing my makeup. I'm probably gonna splurge on that before I'm gonna splurge on like a foundation or a concealer. So I actually recently did get a Natasha Denona palette. I have always said on this channel, you wait for the day where I get a Natasha Denona palette, because I probably got it as a gift. I have said that in a recent video, and I did get it as a gift from my mother-in-law, who is wonderful for many reasons, but she also got that for me for my birthday, so thank you. We will be seeing Natasha Denona on this channel. We will be, for the first time. I'm more likely to splurge on like a palette. I would much rather spend my money on a Natasha Denona palette that I can have for a long time and play with and create lots of things with than like a Natasha Denona like face product or lipstick, or I would rather do a palette. Just in general, palettes. Most repurchased makeup item. I really had to think about this because I have so much makeup that I don't really have to repurchase a whole lot because I don't hoard setting sprays. I find myself repurchasing setting sprays a lot. A lot of times the affordable ones like e.l.f. or NYX or Wet n Wild. I do love the Urban Decay one, but I don't always, I go through setting sprays so fast that I don't always want to spend a lot of money on them. So I kind of will treat myself to that product every now and again because it is really good. Yeah. Setting sprays. Okay, my earliest makeup memory. I was trying to think about this, and I have a distinct memory of my sister doing makeup on my little brother. I have an older sister and a little brother, and he is in the army and a total man's man, so he probably may not appreciate me putting him on blast on the internet. But I do remember her with like one of those big makeup kits putting like a frosted blue eyeshadow on my brother. Oh, is that the post lady? I hope so. But yeah, I just remember that. But you know, first of all, we support boys in makeup. I've said that before. Second of all, makeup's not gendered. That's silly. And third of all, of course, little kids, little boys want to play in makeup. It's bright and it's fun and it's just powder. For you, Seth, I'm validating you. I love you. You're not gonna see this, but I love you. Favorite place to shop for makeup? Girl, Ulta. Ulta! I worked at Ulta on and off for like a year, 2 years. It's better than Sephora. You can get affordable items at Ulta. They have a better points program. They have better gifts. They're not as stingy. They have better sales. Ulta. I shop at Ulta. Underrated makeup product. I've also mentioned this, the Hard Candy Glamouflage Foundation. It's what I'm wearing today, and I like to think that my skin looks pretty good. This is a really good foundation. It's got good coverage, it sits really nicely, it lasts really well, it doesn't crease up in a weird way. I just think it looks natural on the skin, and I like it a lot, and I never hear anybody talking about it. It's probably because it's an older product, but it's still really good. Yeah, the Hard Candy Foundation. Overrated? I had to think about this one, but I've said before that I'm not, so I'm big on eye primer, but I'm not necessarily big on face primer. 2 fingers. And I think the e.l.f. putty primer is overrated. Doesn't really do anything for me. It's not bad. I'll use it. I've used it in a video, and it's like, my skin feels fine, but it just doesn't, I don't see what it's doing. It doesn't do anything. So that's what I would say. Discontinued product. I had to think about this one too. Also e.l.f. Also e.l.f. They used to make this like really shimmery bronzer and like their kind of matte black packaging, like the faux NARS packaging, that I really liked. It was one of the first bronzers I ever tried, but it was really nice because it was kind of gently pigmented, which I like in a bronzer because I am so fair skinned. I don't like a bronzer to be like super dark. I like something to be more gentle, and it had a nice glow. It kind of reminds me of that RK by Kiss bronzer that I talk about a lot now from iKate House. They're kind of similar, so that void in my heart has been filled, but I would try that product again if I could find it, but I do believe it has been discontinued. Makeup inspiration, like where do you get your makeup inspiration from? This is question 19. I follow a lot of YouTubers, a lot of Instagrammers. There's so many talented people, but honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I usually pick my makeup based on my outfit. I have a lot of fun with makeup and with clothes and with hair and stuff like that. It's fun. I really enjoy expressing myself. So I will pick out an outfit for the next day. And so today I did more of a black, not gothic, but casual punk who has a day job. So I was like, I want to do something bold that kind of fits the feel of this outfit. So that's what I did today. That's kind of where I get my inspo from. I get my inspo from, if I'm wearing like a cute pastel outfit, I'll do like a pastel makeup to go with it. That kind of thing. My aesthetics, my moods. I sound pretentious. What do you want to see less of in makeup's future? Small shade ranges. Mama, it is 2021. I get that sometimes smaller brands come out and they can't maybe afford to come out with like 40, 50 shades like some big brands can, but have the diversity. Don't come out with 10 shades of foundation and they're all beige. Like, give us pale girl, give us deep dark girl. Give us pale boy, give us deep dark boy. That's what we need. The girls, the gays, and the bays. That's what we need. We need makeup for everybody, especially on the deeper end of things. They often get left out, which is not cool. So we need to see less of that. What do you want to see more of in makeup's future? I would like to see more curated lines of curated face palettes. And here's what I mean by that. So like, I think it was Midas Cosmetics that came out with like the noon, dawn, and dusk palettes. There was 3 or 4 of them, and they had a really nice variety of, they were face palettes with like, I think maybe bronzers, blushes, highlights, and they had a really nice variety, especially for deep skin tones. But I would love to see brands even coming out with more than 3 or 4 face palettes in a launch, and like coming out with like 7 or 8, so you can get every variation of that skin tone. Because when a brand just launches one palette, unless you're like a professional makeup artist that's wanting to dip into all these colors for all these different people, I have face palettes where like I'm not gonna ever touch the dark shades because they're just not gonna work for me. And someone that's darker than me is just not ever gonna touch the light shades. So it would be nice to have like, here's a palette for Haley's skin tone. Now here's a palette for this person's skin tone. Now here's a palette for this person's skin tone. And coming out with those comprehensive launches and kind of thinking about skin tone in more than just not just when it comes to foundation and concealer, but also when it comes to like powder or cream face products. That's what I would like to see more of. Okay, so this has been the 21 questions tag by Allie Glines. I have been very preachy in this video. I don't know where I get off. What do I think I am? Oh my. So are you. There's this Brittany Broski fly TikTok where she's pretending to be a fly at a crime scene, and she talks in a New York accent, and I can't stop doing it. Cigarette. Anybody got a cigarette? Anybody get old? Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for putting up with my preaching. Thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate you very much. And this has been a lot of fun. If you've never checked out Allie Glines, go check out Allie Glines. She's a great creator. Once again, comment. What am I doing? Comment. Okay. Like, subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe. Can I wink? Oh no. Okay.